This is a city. Some call it Denton, Texas.
We call it ReaperLand.
Your dragon? Yeah, you can try that, but, you know,
That's a good one.
whatever.
Aaron loves
Sometimes
it.
you just gotta
Yeah,
stick it in there and see what happens.
Yeah.
right.
Good advice on Friday.
Yeah, there we go. Get the hat straight. I am Tirjan and Quindy LaRue. There you are.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome. It's Friday. Feel Good Friday.
Right
You
at 3
feeling pretty
o'clock,
good?
too. Look at that, on the dot.
Are you feeling good, John?
Feeling good today.
All right.
Yes. Today
And cursed 13.
Me too. Yeah, me too. Get your Me Too's in there.
How's everybody doing today?
Good. It's good. I got all the molds cut today, so I will not be. I don't like to leave stuff over the weekend, so there's nothing wrong with leaving the molds in there. I just like to have them cut, so I come in on Monday on a fresh.
Yeah, clean desk.
But we're cleaning up in there because we're adding some more shelves into the Bones USA area.
Right.
For masters and molds and all that stuff. So we're doing a big cleanup over there. So after this show, I'll finish helping sweep up and clean things around.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be fun. I like cleaning up, as we've learned on this show.
Unlike me.
Yeah, you gotta see Dave's office.
Yeah, it's trash.
The studio is staying relatively clean.
Yeah, Justin's doing pretty good, keeping it all.
You know what the main battle is? It's always the clutter.
Yeah,
Always the clutter.
yeah.
Yeah, I will.
People dropping stuff off and not telling
Yes. Bingo, Dave.
Yeah, I will be picking this up next week. This stuff on over here, all the new release models and the Christmas. There's Christmas painted models over here still from Christmas time.
Me too. I'll be picking up some stuff over there too, Justin.
What are you doing with it after you pick it up, Dave?
I'm gonna hide it in your office.
Okay, perfect.
I was basically waiting for them to move the gallery over to the store because
Yeah.
I got to go put those back in the gallery. So I just didn't want to move them over there and then have them move it back. So that's my excuse.
Yeah. Well, Ed's currently up at the city getting power set up.
Oh, nice.
And they're running them through the ringer, so he's calling me. So my phone might go off during the show, in which case it's like, you better answer it.
Cool. Power time.
Oh, thank you, Gross. Yeah. 22 years since we met, 21 years since we've been married.
Yeah, I noticed both of your posts. One said 22 and one said 21. So I was like,
I love
interesting.
This is what you have to look forward to when you've been married long enough.
Yeah.
Neither one of you are sure when you got married.
But yeah, we met for lunch 22 years ago, and we've been married for 21. So
Yeah,
there
you
you
took-
Is that the
took
Prairie
a
House
picture of the
picture?
table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where we met. Yeah,
Right at that booth.
right at that booth.
Was it a
yeah.
blind date or?
Yeah, we met on the internet, and
Oh.
you know,
Back
we
then?
agreed. Yeah. Back when you had to send phone calls. So we agreed. You know, it's like, tell me where to go, and she's like, go to this Prairie House. Oh, okay. So it's tax season, and drove there, and was like, I don't know if is this right? I'm calling her back, going, I'm seeing like a granary, and I'm seeing this. Am I even in the right area? Yeah. Oh, okay. So then, sure enough, met her there, and we sat down, and gosh, it was 2 hours, just like that. It was over with, and it was like, I really don't want to leave, but I got tax season, so I got to go. Moonlight Minis,
today.
thank you.
Thanks, Christine and Kyle.
I was just telling
great.
all the new Raiders, I was just telling them how I met my wife.
Epic Adventure Miniatures. That's a cool name. Welcome, Raiders. What were you working on? Christine, what were you sculpting? Anybody that was over there, what were they working on? Missed the sappy story.
Oh, yeah.
Is this the night that you went? Oh, no. This isn't the donut. The donut story.
And the dragon, I hadn't seen that dragon that Ron showed last night. That was awesome. With the
The Apprentice? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
one
really
that
cool.
when we were doing the Kickstarter party, that's the one I was excited about. That I didn't know if we were gonna unveil last minute.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. We showed that off last night. I don't know if Christine knows that, but we showed off The Apprentice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely put that on new releases. It'll get out
some
there,
point.
trust me. If Ron keeps calling it Apprentice, Christine might murder him.
Well, that's what we were told.
Really?
I don't know what we don't know what it's called. We just know what Ron called it.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
not Apprentice?
Yeah, they're making it seem like it's not. All right, Otis. Otis is here. We can start now.
The hobby pony.
Thanks for the gifted, Graz.
Hey, Gross. Yeah. So, yeah, my hand's healing well.
It's whatever Ron names it.
The stitches are gone
Mm-hmm.
from the shutdown party. For anybody that was in chat at the shutdown party.
Yeah. That's good. I'm glad that there wasn't any major
But
damage.
no. What is it? Vader says I won't be damaged permanently.
Speaking of Vader, I'm very excited. Obi-Wan's coming up. Or Kenobi, sorry.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are thinking, obviously, you're going to see Vader because they've teased it, that Vader's going to be in this. But I think there's going to be a battle between them two. Because in the original ones, right, he said, I haven't felt a power like this since. And then And they think that what they're going to depict in this show is that moment. Of when he felt that power because of when the Jedi disappeared and
but they already had that battle
and things like that.
On the lava planet.
Yeah, that one. But then they think that there's gonna be one in between the two. So that's what people are thinking. So we'll see because they think Kenobi's in hiding, right? And something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen to where he has to come out of hiding to like maybe defend somebody or he has to like
pay a parking ticket.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do something, and then they're gonna detect the Force in it. That's what I'm expecting, but
they never do what you're expecting.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be very fun.
I figured eventually what they would do is they would use the fact that the Empire supported slavery and serfdom and all that sort of stuff, the evil Empire, and since Vader's mother was a slave, that they would somehow twist that and see the Republic, because it wasn't the Empire then. The Republic supports all this, and he would finally go, "Yeah, screw that." And he goes, "Well, why don't you come over here to this new thing I'm forming?" That's how I figured it was going to go, but it didn't go that way. Hey, green users.
Yeah, see, so saith John, who hasn't watched Star Wars. I know a lot about Star Wars. I just never watched the original trilogy. I know a lot about it.
Did you ever see A Clockwork Orange?
With Malcolm McDowell?
Yes.
I did.
John.
Doesn't it have Jack Black in it? Is Jack Black in that movie?
No.
I thought it like a young Jack Black was
different kind of no.
So yeah, what we're
he was in Orange County.
So one day, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go all Clockwork Orange here on John and force him to watch the Star Wars.
Is that the same with Boomstick?
No,
that's Evil Dead.
That's Evil Dead.
Evil Dead. There you go. I'm not a big movie person, At least old movies.
You know what I'm talking
the
about,
80s.
right? Right, Justin?
Yes, where they put his eyes in the. It's actually, don't they do that as a reconditioning because he's kind of a troublemaker?
Yes. Gosh. So they have this. They lock him in a chair, and then they have this machine that keeps his eyes open, and then someone stands over him, keeps putting in drops in his eyes to keep him moist, and they force him to watch stuff
to recondition him because he's basically a hooligan. I'll never forget that, like, random in the middle of it, fast forward motion, like, sex scene thing. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was so weird. I've never seen that as because, I mean, I watched this right out of high school. I was like, what is this? It was very strange, yes.
Yeah.
So just be on the lookout there, John.
I'll be on the lookout. Hooligan. There was a movie that we thought was really funny. What was it called? Whoa. Oh, man.
Hooligan?
No, I just had a flashback of a movie. Just you know what it is. It has Dane Cook in it. Waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Waiting.
I don't think a lot of people would take Dane Cook and place him in the same category as funny, but yeah.
He's kind of disappeared. He's been gone for a long time.
He actually is still doing like comedy, stand-up comedy. I know. I found that out the other day. I'm like, wow, that's wild.
Cool.
We
always come back to movies. But, it's just general culture. Speaking of general culture.
And apparently Bonita's a little pissed at Ron for butchering Sammy Hagar's name last night.
Oh. Hagar. I think he said Hagar.
Yeah.
Jimmy Hagar.
Yeah,
so if you missed the show last night, you should probably go back and watch it.
Yeah, so expect a lot more 80s trivia next week. I got some plans for everybody. But speaking of cultural stuff, I know we like to talk about movies and Star Wars and things like that. The 80s keeps getting brought up. But I'm just curious as to when you were younger, was there ever like a big court case that the whole country was looking at and you everybody was tuned into it? Was it OJ for you?
It was OJ.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like every generation there's like one big court case that everybody kind of follows.
Yeah, I think OJ was, for me, was the first time they actually allowed cameras in and you could see the daily stuff. There was always court cases.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know, you just watched the evening news and they gave you the summary. So a lot of times it was with a drawing artist, you know, kind of thing.
I think a couple of years ago, obviously, we had the Casey Anthony thing. And
I was about to say, there have been several
there's
for
been
us.
several for us, yeah. And so...
The Watergate was more of a congressional investigation of
Yeah.
the president, not so much as a court case.
And it makes me think, because I didn't know a lot about the court proceedings and the court like formalities and the theatrical part of it and what everything means. Like, what does this mean? What does that mean? And I wonder if it's just everybody learns that through this generational, well, the whole country's watching it kind of a thing.
Yeah. And again, Oliver North was a congressional inquiry, not a court case.
It was in the 80s.
But yeah, you did have those sort of like, you know, everyday kind of thing.
Yeah, and
I know
regardless of which
Watergate,
side.
was this, you know, it kept the nation gripped.
That was big, yeah. I know that was like, you know, very political.
And didn't
like
understand half of what was going on, but you know, my mom or dad would sit there. If I had questions, they'd answer it for me.
And I guess it also pertains to what you're interested in, because I know, Justin, you watch the Rittenhouse stuff like pretty daily, right?
I did.
And I've been listening to the Amber Heard Johnny Depp stuff.
Oh, really?
And
So's my
regardless
niece.
of who's on whose side or whatever.
And whose side are you on?
I'm a justice for Johnny kind of person.
Yeah, so's my niece.
But just looking at all the facts objectively, I just think that the actual case itself has more evidence and more points towards that side.
The only thing I've taken away, because I haven't ever watched it, but from what I've read of reviews from my niece and other people, is that she cries a lot on the stand, but there's no tears.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can look at. I've been, you know, there's a bunch of like, you know, behavioral artists that look at their most like gestures, because that's like kind of pseudoscience.
Yeah.
It's not like 100% foolproof. But it's just interesting because I didn't know because a lot of people didn't know what hearsay was. I mean, they kind of did, but in the court aspect of it, and now it's been memed forever because we're in this meme culture. Yeah, and that's how people learn.
Yeah, that's how I do the comedy corner. So you know,
and it's just because I've been listening to a bunch of lawyers talk about it like that, because since it's publicized, they can react to it.
Yes.
And it's just interesting for them looking at it. They look at it like, oh, that's a point for Amber. Oh, that's a point for Johnny. Or that's a point for this. And it's kind of like this. I wouldn't say it's like a game, but it is very theatrical, like court is. So
I know the late night talk shows. One of them during the OJ trial, I think it was Justice Alito or something. Justice Ito. And so every night he would have the dancing Itos, and it was like 4 or 5 guys would come on there.
And so it's just cool. I wouldn't say it's cool, but it's nice for everybody to learn, kind of. Because now I know a little bit more about. It's just very boring for the most part, especially when now in this post-COVID.
Oh, but now you're gonna have people going through withdrawals like they did with O.J. Simpson. It was like when the trial's over, it's like,
now
what do I do now?
Yeah. Wait for the next big high-profile case to come up. But it's interesting. But it's nice to know all the different terminology and what things mean and the strategies.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's very common, but I like this judge so far. I think she's very unbiased, and I think she runs her courthouse pretty nice. And I say that because of all of the things that she's done where
yes, you will.
Certain types of media can come in and report on it and things like that. But I don't know if this is normal, but each side got 61 hours.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
It's kind of like chess, stop clock, fast chess or whatever. But it's like, you have 28 hours left. You have 16 hours left. And if you're in the middle of a witness when your time runs out, that's it. That the judge was very strict about that before the case started and during.
Oh, really?
Every Friday she gives a time update saying it's your job to keep.
I didn't
track
know there
of the
was a
times.
time.
Yeah, I don't know if it's common. But
First I've ever heard of it. I thought you could just keep going. Like,
yeah.
I got 1,000 witnesses I'm calling.
Yeah, and the trial was 6 weeks, so each one got 3. So Johnny, the prosecutor, not prosecutor, but the plaintiff, got 3 weeks, and the defendant got 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's the only one that gets a rebuttal, and then there's closing statements, and then deliberation, which is next Friday is deliberation. But I just didn't know if that was common. A lot of the people I've heard talking about it said that it's not very common. It's just kind of the judge's rules.
Yeah,
essentially.
maybe. Yeah,
and I think it's just to keep the thing on track. Like we have 6 weeks. That's enough time for both sides. You knew about it for months, so no hard feelings if you get stopped in the middle. But right now, it's funny to hear about strategy because right now Amber Heard I think only has 18 hours, and Johnny Depp's team has 28 hours left. And so people are talking strategy about letting them run down their time, and then that way they don't have a chance to respond to certain witnesses or certain things like that.
But they will always allow a rebuttal because the way the system works is the state
Plaintiff,
comes
defendant,
in.
plaintiff, right?
The statement, the state presents its case, then the defendant, since they were the last one, that way in the jury's mind, it's fresher for the defendant, and then of course the prosecutor can come in for just a little bit, and do a rebuttal, and that's
but
about
only
it.
on the topics I've learned this outside the scope.
Yes,
they can only talk about things that were brought up on the defense side.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting.
Are you writing this down when you're in jail for your trial, Justin?
Yeah, Justin.
I think I've just embraced the life of crime. It's fine.
Is that it? You're just going down there.
Yes.
Okay.
We're doing it. We're doing this.
Okay. Well, next week I want you to get fitted in your orange jumpsuit.
Can we create an accountant gang when we're in?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll vouch for you.
Which is great because that brings us into our next topic. Of conversation.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
What?
Your topic.
Oh,
your topic.
Oh, my topic.
I assumed you were doing that to set up a segue. I thought.
Yeah, it's a good segue.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I was like, that's very professional, Dave. Way to go.
Some of you might notice John is holding $100 bill.
Lights are so bright in here.
So, back to money trivia, the second part of counterfeiting or anti-counterfeiting, what the government does. First off, they've taken a lot of measures to prevent you. Back in the day, when they first started with paper money, they had the special paper and the red and blue fibers. And that was about it. That's really all you needed just to counter the counterfeiters. But it's gotten a lot more technical these days. So, Justin, remember last time I told you about the Intaglio printer, how big it was. Well, here's a picture of one from the U.S. Bureau of Engraving and Printing. And you can see it goes all the way down that hallway right there.
And this is just like a big
printing press, yes. And in fact, right there at the very lower, that's a stack of bills.
Oh, on the left here, bottom left, right above me.
Yes, that is a stack of bills, 32 bills per sheet. And I mean, it's probably about 6 or 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
So anyway, these printing presses, Intaglio, what it does is you have these printing plates and you put ink them and then you wipe them clean, and so that the only ink is left is down in the recessed areas, unlike the normal where you would ink the high-rise areas and print off that. So the U.S. government will actually print using these at 20,000 pounds of pressure when printing. And so literally what happens is with that kind of pressure, the paper gets pressed so hard, it actually draws the ink out of the plate.
Kind of like squeezing like a fruit.
Yes.
You're milking it.
And according to the U.S. government, last year, 2020, the pandemic year, they printed 5.2 billion Federal Reserve notes at both their facilities, one in Washington, D.C. and one in Fort Worth. And to give you an idea about actually how much 5.2 billion really is, yes, Dabber Raccoon, let's see, if I gave you, John, if I gave you $10,000 a day, you'd be happy.
Yes, of course.
Now, if I gave you $10,000 a day, it would take you 1,424 and a half years.
Oh, okay.
To reach $1 billion. Oh, to reach $5.2 billion.
Okay.
1,424 years. Kind of gives you think about when you think on Elon Musk is actually worth $218 billion.
Yeah.
So.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Where's all that money go?
Well, it's not liquid.
Yeah. No, I'm sure it's wrapped up in hard assets and whatnot. But anyway, that's just to give you an idea of actually how big 5.2 billion is. And they do that. They did that just in 1 year. These printing presses go, like you see, they can go 5 days a week and print just thousands and thousands of bills every day. Okay, so some of the anti-counterfeiting measures that the government uses. Justin, picture 2.
That's a lot of minis.
That's a lot. So this is the $100 bill. Now, John has an actual $100 bill in his hand that I brought for him.
Not mine.
And so some of the things that they now do is they have color shifting ink. If you look at the actual in the lower right, the $100 symbol or the 100 symbol.
Yeah.
If you move it back and forth, the ink actually changes from like an orange to a green and all that. Color shifting ink. You also have, reaches through the screen and run, John. One of the things that they came up with to counter the North Korean super notes of counterfeiting is the 3D security ribbon. As you can see, it's only on one side. If you flip it over, it doesn't show up on the back side. Yeah. And it's actually put in between the bill, and it actually shifts. It has a Liberty Bell and a $100 bill, and it's like a hologram that it actually moves back and forth.
And it looks like it's weaved in.
Yeah, but it's actually printed on that ribbon. So then, of course, there's the security, which I highlighted in red on the picture there. On the security thread, you don't see it, but if you put it under black light, it would actually show red. Mm-hmm. So they and depending on the bill, anything over $2 bills, like the 5 glows blue, the 10 is orange, 20 is green, 50 is yellow, and hundreds are reds. So just by looking at that, you can tell what the denomination is supposed to be. Also, in the far right, there's a white area right there where by the green seal above the color shifting 100. Yeah. That's where the watermark is. And all a watermark is that...
Is it that face?
Yeah, it's Benjamin Franklin. And you press in the paper. When you're making the paper, you make that area slightly thinner than the rest of the bill. So when you hold it up to the light, you can see an image in there.
Yeah.
So, plus also the normal features of the bill, which is 75% paper, 25% linen. That's the actual paper they use. That gives it its feel, which is very, very hard to counterfeit. Then there's the red and blue fibers that are put into each bill, which you'd have to look real close, but you'll see like little random red and blue fibers in there. And then, because they use 20,000 pounds of pressure when printing this, you can do micro printing. Picture 3, Justin. This is actually the base of Benjamin Franklin. And right along the very, very bottom there, you'll see where it says USA, USA, USA. That's micro printing. Yeah. And you can, and that is there because, you know, if you're using any other type of printing, you're not going to be able to reproduce that.
Yeah, and it has a pattern too on the bottom. That kind of maze-looking pattern.
Yes, and now that, if you look at the paper, you just look at the paper and go, well, it's kind of off-white, or it's a kind of a purplish paper. You don't see it, but if you actually get close, you can actually see there is a printing pattern.
Yeah, if I only know what I'm looking for, you can barely see it.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's cool.
So this is just some of the high-tech stuff that the government is using to prevent counterfeiters. And so ends the money trivia for this week.
So much money trivia every week. It's nice. Yeah, I didn't even notice the blue ribbon. That's cool that it looks like it's actually like woven in. Like
yes, it is.
Going in.
It is when they make the paper. Yes, you can wash the paper, and the ink will not run, and it will survive washing process.
Interesting.
So, any other questions?
Always learn something on ReaperLand. That's right. Yeah, the paper is the reason that it can run through the washer. Is that what you were talking about? Washing? Yeah, you've always noticed that when people leave money in their pockets and things like that. You can
but like the special ink they use, like I said, you could put that in the washer and it won't run. You know, the ink actually dries, but it's not like a normal ink where you get it red, like right here where I put down fibers. Oh, it got wet and started smearing into the paper.
Yeah, somebody said, I used to work in a bank, Lieutenant Floby said. The tellers would leave. They could leaf through the stack of bills and pick out counterfeit papers like there was nothing.
Yes, because you get you get used to that. Now they have machines that'll do it. Currency counters, you know, it's like I need to know 100 or something like that. But anyway, let's see. When is the last time I had her? Clinton was president. Oh, sorry, trash.
Yeah, I've seen people counting money for like world records and stuff like that. Like they had like stacks of paper, or they like put them on the thing and they like use all their fingers and they go. And they could do like 4 at a time.
Yeah.
And just go.
And yeah, the paper does have a feel to it. It's kind of like also the. Did I mention last week we got a counterfeit 20 at the store?
Yes.
Yeah. And when you actually look at a regular 20, the backside, I was sitting there counting, and I was like, why is that one slightly just a different hue of green, shade of green? And sure enough, yeah, it was counterfeit.
It's one of Dave's pastimes is counting stacks of money.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'm an accountant. That's what we do, right? That's what everybody thinks.
Yeah, and swim in it. Cheap at twice the price? Yeah. Justin, if you want to start getting that video that I sent you.
Oh, we have video?
I just have a quick, not a quick, but it is quick, but it's, the sound's not important or anything.
Yes, to Osama. Yes, to Osama. I have 2 good hands now.
Counterfeit pens are your friends?
Yes, except they can be easily.
Are these the black little?
Yeah. And the thing is that on a special, I saw a documentary about like the world's best counterfeiters. They were actually going in and telling you this is things like Aquanet hairspray.
Oh, you told us this.
Yeah,
last time,
yeah, and it won't do that
because it creates like a layer on it.
Yeah.
Coach Dave, teach us how to counterfeit money. While Justin's getting that ready, a few little things that I wrote down here on my thing that I wanted to talk about. So Dave's Furry Corner made an appearance last night on ReaperLand.
Yes, the initial one, thanks to Steve Skellman.
Yeah, Dave's Furry Corner. So Dave had the idea that we wanted to do that more next week.
Yeah.
And kind of continue it. But we want to bring in all the employees' pets. Because we kind of talk about our pets a lot.
We're very pet friendly around here.
And also the community's pets. Because if you guys know on the Discord, we have a little pet section where everybody posts all their pets and things like that. So we might go through there and ask for little stories about your pet or where they came from, how old are they, their name, all that stuff. Little things that you love about your pet, things like that. And we'll showcase them on Reaper Live every Thursday.
Yeah.
So that'd be fun.
So something new coming up.
Yeah, pet submissions.
Yes, so go to and what do we need on the pet submissions? Do you remember?
Like what was it? Name? Age.
How did you get the name?
How did you get the name? Where did they come from?
How did you acquire them?
Yeah.
And do they have any
quirky
fun habits that you enjoy?
Yeah. Like
or
the whole pawing and walking away situation.
Yeah, like my dog does to Ed all the time.
Varl B. Jim. I just checked my 100s. Legal. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Well, very good.
Varl.
Barbie Jim?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm glad.
Begum.
Yeah.
But and then another thing I have written down here. So if you want us to talk about your pets, I will put a thing on the Discord either later today or tonight for that.
And we'll choose one a week.
Make an announcement as well.
So yeah.
And then what's today's date? Today is the 20th.
20th.
So 2 days ago was my 1-year anniversary for moving into my house.
Really?
Yeah. Found out.
Wow.
1 year ago. So it's been 1 year and 2 days. So
do you still enjoy it?
Oh, I love it. It's just so good.
I know, but you sound like an alien when I really enjoy yard work. I enjoy cleaning. Who are you?
Yeah, that's right. Not the other day. It's hot. It's hot now. I'm this close to paying somebody to mow my yard.
Hey, that's what happened when Vicky and I got married. She goes, I love gardening. I love yard work. Well, I hate it. So, give me the bare minimum to keep you happy. And you TYA, go fun, go have for it.
Yeah.
And then literally she would cut, like one day I came home and she's like on the floor. It's like, what happened? Are you okay? And it's just like, I just got too hot.
Yeah, it's
and
hot
she's
outside.
trying to cool off and red face. And it's like, no, we're not doing that. Why? What? Well, I was mowing the yard, and then I wanted to do gardening. Well, do you really enjoy mowing, or do you enjoy gardening? She goes, well, I enjoy the gardening, but you have to do the mowing. Okay, we'll pay someone to mow,
Yeah.
and that way you can get out and enjoy the gardening,
Mm-hmm.
but someone will mow. That way I don't have to worry about coming home and having to, justify to the police. No, she was there.
Yeah, she was there. So
I didn't put her there.
I'll take a picture of our plants. We started planting and doing gardening and things like that. So we have like basil and the normal stuff that everybody uses, tomatoes and things like that. We have a small peach tree in our backyard.
Yeah.
So that's very fun.
Yeah, when we were growing up, Dad had this garden in the back, and this is when Ed and I are teenagers down in Fort Worth, and he had this garden that we had to help him to board off and everything else, and he grew tomatoes. And he never could understand why he barely got any tomatoes, even though he was planting them. What he didn't know is that Ed would go out there for fun and put firecrackers in them and blow them off the vine.
He still doesn't know to this day. Right?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. All right. Let's.
Thank God he doesn't watch the show.
Do we need audio, John?
No, we don't. It's just music. I just kind of wanted to give a preview of kind of what to expect, and kind of what our plans are for ReaperCon in regards to the in-person marble races. So this is a little video of some of the sections that it can come in and kind of what the pre-made ones will be. I like this little ramp right there. These are little rubber band bouncy things. Another maze right here, and then the ending. But I think we plan on, painting this up and getting different sections and adding things because this was just this is slow-mo.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a straight, I can't remember how tall it is, 4 or 5 feet tall, like slanted. So we kind of want to do more and make it like a turn, maybe, and things like that. So
maybe buy 2 of them and put them together or something,
all kinds of different sections because they come in sections that you can kind of mix and match and flip around and customize. Like, for instance,
I'm assuming you can get some Reaper paints. I don't know if it would stick to those marbles, but you could always
we'll
prime them and then maybe paint up your own custom marble.
Yeah. So we haven't really talked about the specifics yet. I think personally what I want to do is have like 6 to 12 marbles that are just going to be racing the whole time.
Yeah.
But we do want to make it interactive where people maybe can buy their own marbles and paint on them and things like that.
Yeah.
But so there's
I think we would have to
options.
provide the marble for them to buy.
Yeah.
You can't bring your own.
Yeah. Bones USA marble.
Yeah. There
Just
you
a
go.
little ball.
Yeah.
That might be possible.
Yeah. Maybe.
And then people could open them up and put weights in them and make them heavy. And
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I brought my marble. It's a 15-pound bowling ball.
But so there's different things that we can do where maybe we have 6 to 12 marbles, but they have different factions, like they belong to different factions. We kind of want to give them cool names, like if we did the static marbles, like you could do like the Flamin' Dragon or the Red Speeder, just funny names, the Jack Nicholson.
Good presidents of the United States, Zoe 2277.
So that's kind of what we're looking for. Is that's going to be the base, and then we'll add stuff to it because I want to add like a little Finnish flag, and we're going to ReaperCon it up with stickers and painting it and things like that. So make it look because the theme for ReaperCon
Finnish is in a
barrel
checkered
games.
flag, not the country of Finland.
Yes.
I thought you were getting all
checkered
political or something.
No.
Oh, okay.
But yes, it would be like that. But I kind of want to maybe get some fake stone and dirty it up, make it look like a dungeon, like you're going down into a dungeon. Because
if we have time,
dungeon.
that'd be cool. Yeah,
that'd be fun. So that's just
and
a
we
little
have
sneak
some
peek
stuff
of it.
maybe left over from the Reaper shutdown, the Kickstarter party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Could definitely do that. So it'll be fun. I kind of want to make it look very fun. Like you can put minis on it. Maybe they have to defeat a certain monster where the marbles like interact with miniature.
The Shadow Raven. Exactly. Hey,
like, you could do a big. We have something like let's say Mud Gullet. I think is his name. The big tentacled behemoth thing with his mouth open. We could carve him out and then have the marbles go into his mouth. Things like that. I just want to do something with miniatures. We could 3D print some terrain for it. I could do that. Yes, with my 3D printer.
Just kind of depends. But I think since we're buying the boards, they're ours, and and I'm pretty sure this would continue on year after year.
Yeah, so we kind of want to
So yeah,
modify it in certain ways every year.
we only got three months left. So these are all great ideas. I don't know how much time we would have to do that, but eventually, 3D printed some terrain would be cool.
Yep. So I would expect that. It's fun. That's kind of what we're looking for. I just wanted to show that off because I've never showed it to the stream yet.
I'm excited. I want to see it.
Let's see. Coffee Nerdery Beer. What's up? Thanks for the Prime, the Twitch Prime. So, and I got the new die cut. So I messaged the company that printed the cards, and I got the exact dimensions for their die. And they sent me a template. So now I can go.
Photoshop.
Yeah, and so I'll be doing that this weekend because I went over to the factory earlier today because when I got moved over here for mold making, I can't access our server.
Where's the factory?
The factory across the street. The main Reaper
not
factory.
the card printing factory, our factory.
Yes, here, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't access the server over here. Like me and Justin can't access it over there, so I have to take my laptop over there, get on the server.
There's a reason for that. I'm afraid Justin's going to use resources to try and counterfeit money.
That's right. Old white chocolate over there.
Yes.
Oh, yes, that's the name that he has chosen for prison. Is white chocolate.
Yeah, so you guys can refer to him as white chocolate from now on. But yeah, so I have to take my laptop over there, access our server, and because that's where all my Photoshop stuff was.
Yeah.
It was on my social media folder over there.
That's an idea. The Shadow Raven, yeah. Use some of the Mandapar Pass or something.
That's a great
the Troll
idea.
Bridge, for scenery and stuff like that.
Oh, you could do the goat bridge.
Yeah.
Man, so many cool ideas. So many things to do. That's great.
Yeah, Chad is just an infinite well of knowledge.
Yeah, keep the ideas coming. Yeah, I could easily 3D model something and print it out on my 3D printer. So we'll see.
And how is that going? Have you had any time to continue on?
Not since I moved over here, really, because it was in my office over there.
Yeah.
And I just don't really have time. But I don't really need to print anything right now. I do want to print something for Sarah. I want to print some flower pots, 3D printed flower pots.
Really?
Yeah, some like designs.
Oh, okay.
It'd be fun. Something that I sculpted. So we'll see.
Okay.
It's special.
Because they do sell them at Home Depot.
At Home
and
Depot,
Lowe's.
yes. But it's more special if I sculpted it and printed it myself.
Yes. And by the way, Home Depot and Lowe's, we do accept sponsorships.
Yes, I need it.
And Dr. Pepper, if you're listening.
Yeah, we were looking at backsplashes this past weekend.
Yeah?
We went with a couple of our other friends to Home Depot. We were looking at backsplashes for our kitchen.
Don't you already have one?
I mean, kind of, but we were looking at making it
Like
more.
a stone pattern or something like
Yeah,
that?
ours, we wanted to do hexagons. With
okay.
gold inlays in the middle.
Yeah.
So we were looking at that and kind of redoing our bathroom and stuff like that. So, fun times.
You can 3D print a backsplash.
That's right. I can. I can 3D print almost anything. Yeah, that's very true.
I'm waiting. I know that they can do it now, but I'm just waiting for them to actually start being able to build houses with them.
Oh yeah, I've seen the cement printer. Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
The cement printer's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Have any of the sponsorship requests work? Dread Skull? No, we're not big enough for them to notice us.
Yeah. No.
So, I mean, you could clip it and send it to them, but unlikely anything will happen.
But hey, we just have to throw it out there, and maybe someone's listening, right?
You are correct. Peel and stick backsplashes are so much easier. Yeah, I really like them because they come with already latticed work in the back. All you got to do is just stick them on there.
Just put the cement and put it on there, and then
So nice.
Then all you have to do is mess with the grout.
And then I got a bunch of weed and feed for the yard. Nice. Got a thing for the garden out front, a border that goes around it. We did wooden planks, and so the wooden planks are going to be kind of different tallnesses. So it's not like this all the way around the garden.
I'll say the same
like
thing I always say to Vicky. That's nice.
That's nice. Hey, she cares about it more than me, but I still like it. I think it's
and then I
aesthetically
have to come out with something that I did, like updated my computer to Windows 11.
nice. I wish we could get some sponsorships. We did get reached out to a couple of sponsorships that we didn't really want to take, just because we didn't want to.
Yeah. Hell's Angels.
But yeah, see if there's anything else written down important on here. I'll take a picture of something that I did. Speaking of my 1-year anniversary in the house, Sarah bought me something from Etsy for my birthday last year, and it's a little Hobbit like door made out of wood, MDF board, and it's basically a circular door, but it looks like it's about the size of for like a rat, like for a rat house. So what we did is there's a section of our wall inside of our house on the floor, like there's the floorboard all around the house, but right above it is where I put it. And so it looks like a big circular Hobbit door on the bottom of our wall, and I put little windows in a little garden, a little like flower garden out front on the wall. So it looks like there's maybe like a little gnome or like a rat that lives with this little front door. So I thought that was very fun. It's a very fun thing that I love about the house is that there's this little gnome door that looks like just somebody lives there, like a little tiny thing lives there.
The Shadow Raven. But Dave, why? It's Windows 11. I actually had a computer that aged out. It was on Windows 7. And man, I'm not going to go to Windows 8. I'm not going to 9. I'm not going to upgrade to 10. And then eventually it just aged out. And it was like, well, I guess I should have upgraded. And when I looked at Windows 11, it's pretty much the same as Windows 10.
Yeah, it's generally the same.
Yeah, just a few minor. It's not a radical departure where it's like, okay, where is everything? So for security and just to keep up to date, yeah. So there you go, the Shadow Raven.
Yeah, I know Justin, he doesn't like to update right away, just because there's always seems to be problems right when you update
With vMix and
drivers
whatnot.
and all kinds of stuff.
In fact, we have that rule that you're not allowed to perform any updates the day before any show.
Basically, although I was forced to do it for vMix today.
If you're forced to do it, that's different, but no voluntary updates. Because we tried that one time, and sure enough, the show was running late, and it was just causing all sorts of problems.
Windows can be very miserable.
Well, yeah. All right, you want to do pictures for a couple of minutes?
Yeah.
And then we can play some marbles.
Yeah.
For the last 8 minutes.
Computer
marbles.
marbles.
Computer marbles. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, let me pull this up. I know who this is. This is Angela Emery. This is the backside of the Drunken Mouselings.
Yeah. Man, look at that.
Gotta go back to my.
Holy crap.
There it is.
The bottle and the beer mug.
Yeah. So this is Angela Emery. She teaches at ReaperCon. Here's the front side. Shout out to Angela.
Wow.
I believe she got 3rd at the MSP Open last year.
That's 3rd?
No, not with this model. But, with the, if you remember, I showed it off on ReaperLive a few weeks, like a couple of months ago. It was the necromancer with the big tree, and it had to do with neuroscience. I believe that was Angela. I could be wrong. Don't yell at me if I'm wrong. But cool thing about this one, if you look at the whiskey bottle, or it looks like whiskey, on the right mouseling here, you can see that it has that. It's sloshing around.
Yes.
Yeah. It's very cool.
And the beer, you can actually, with the shading, it actually looks like there's bubbles, Yeah. So that's
very
amazing.
Fun. So shout out to Angela.
I mean, the paint on the figures is really good, but the first thing that drew my attention was, holy crap, look at that.
Yeah. And his pants are really cool. His little striped pants. He doesn't have boots on, so his claws are out. Rum, it's a pirate. Oh, it's rum, duh. My bad. But yeah, shout out to Angela. That's very cool. Very nice. I also like that it's like a mouse Reaper skull logo on the hat, on the right pirate hat. Looks like the Reaper logo, but it's kind of mouseling with little ears. So.
Hoppy Hippo. Oh, technical. We don't. I vapor lock Brother printers, tax season and what. I just run them into the ground, so I don't use them anymore. It's always HP printers. That sucks, though. Sorry. John, wake up.
Yeah. I saw somebody say John, Jawn. John. So, yeah, I yawned all over the place. Next is Audra with Kobzar, with their rendition of the Kobzar Ukrainian relief model, which I forgot the totals that Ed said last night, but I put it in the newsletter. 20-something thousand?
20-something thousand. 20,000, 21,000, something like that.
Yeah. So as soon as Justin switches the picture. But yeah, so she did her Kobzar.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Very fun. All the paint jobs on these have been really fun. Very nice brown shading from dark brown to light brown. Even his little eyebrows are the same color of his little neck feathers. Nice, it's just nice. I like his little shawl, his little yellow little shawl there. It's a cool little bird.
Ah, so Hoppy Hippo, you went with the industrial. That's usually the best if you have a lot of printing to do or whatever. Just go with the industrial, heavy-duty stuff, and you never go wrong. Anyway, yeah, no, that's a great picture. I like that. The color choice.
I like
the
that.
Yellow and the blue, just like spot on.
Yeah, for the Ukrainian flag.
Yeah.
I love that everybody did different types of birds as well. So, next is from Ben Coles. This is the inside of the crypt, the Obsidian Crypt.
Look at that.
There's a little magic circle.
Yeah.
Nice glowing effect there. It's very fun. It's just a very nice effect there. I don't know entirely.
That is a cool effect.
Very faint glow, but the glow looks really nice with the surrounding stone as well. They had other pictures of slowly putting the Obsidian Crypt together, but this one definitely, highlighted it for me. Shout out to Ben Coles. And then next we have another Kobzar from Delaney. Did this next one, and I like this one because of the little hint of blue around the bottom of the beak there. I think it's like a blue-throated something. I'm not a big bird person, so I don't know. But I just know that people talked about all the different types of birds that they looked at whenever they were painting it. And his eyes are really nice for painting. I've noticed everybody that paints these does the light stuff in the eyes. So
yeah,
it's good for practicing because they're big, flat, bulbous, surfaces for paint trying to do eyes on. So, shout out to Delaney. A warbler. Could be. Next is from Dunker. This next model. It's from Dunker. I think this is one of our Dark Elves drow. Old metal model. Also probably a Boats Classic if I had to guess as well. But I know him from metal. Nice NMM on the sword.
Yeah.
Gold NMM on the dagger. And I'm a sucker for earthy tones, so any brown and greens. Kind of very, rangery, foresty type. But nice drow color, too, like a dark elf color. It's very cool. And a good pose. It's just good composition all over on this one. Good adventurer. Actually, a Pathfinder line. This is a Pathfinder sculpt. Thank you. Shadow. Oh, this next one's cool. This is the Toad Demon. This is from Heidi. And I like it because it took inspiration from Amazonian poison dart frogs. So you can kind of see the inspiration with the black circles, going from the lighter colors and things like that. It's the defensive mechanics of the poison dart frogs. Also, they painted it to kind of have a finish of it looking slimy and kind of wet. So, good job, Heidi. I like this one. Good Toad Demon. This next one is from Holger. Good OSL.
Yeah.
On this one of the old metal vampire models that we make. This cape is very fun. It's a fun one to cast as well. It kind of reminds me of the Batarang. It's like an upside down Batarang. But very nice faint OSL in a dark. You can tell that it was painted to be in a dark location.
Yeah. Like standing near a lava flow, like they did in Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. He has the high ground. Yeah, just like that one. But yeah, shout out to Holger if you guys haven't seen this one. Very fun. OSL is always a cool thing to look at because I know it's a cool skill to have and it's a good skill to kind of flex. But it's also good good lighting, showing that you understand lighting and things like that. So I know it's scary, but that's why we do it for the Reaper Challenge League, so you can challenge yourself without being judged or scrutinized. This one's cool. Maybe you have a little bit more insights on this next one. This one's from Jesse. Jesse posted these. You probably saw them on the Facebook page, but they're old Reaper packages. I don't know if you saw this.
Did Justin fall asleep?
No.
There you go. Yeah.
Very old. Reaper
Yeah.
packages. I only recognize the red one. That's the only one that I've
The
seen.
orange?
Yeah, the orange, the middle kind
Yeah.
of on the right. I don't recognize the one on the far right or the one on the left.
The one on the left was that was some artwork that we got. It's a gargoyle attacking a castle, and that was going to for I believe the dungeon dweller, the early lines. Yeah, the orange I believe was that was before we had the artwork. So
Oh, I see.
yeah, so like the skull and everything is slightly different, but and then on the far right, I'm not sure.
It looks like a guy with swinging an axe with a horned helmet.
That I don't think is one of our cards.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't remember any card like that. But Vicky, Reaper Harley, talks about the time when we were dating that we'd go out and have dinner or something like that with Ed and his wife, and then we'd go back to Ed's house and we'd label cards. And you got it down to where you could do about 600 cards in an hour. And what she's talking about is that bottom white.
yeah, label.
Yeah,
It'll
those
say, like,
labels.
Queen on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. We would do that.
Hand labeling.
Yeah, and so, yeah, she was like, man, you know how to show a girl a good time. I said, hey, nothing but the best for you.
Oh, you were dating, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says down there, I think is what it says something on the bottom of that right card. It says Lance Legacy or something. I don't know.
But yeah, those
not
are
Reaper,
some really early cards.
early cards.
Do
Do you have some of those in the history books?
the archives? I believe we do. I think the orange ones are when we first got the packaging machine. Before that, we actually baggied everything, and we had
Staples?
stapled, and then we had these little labels like green or blue or something like that we'd actually staple the baggies, and that was the very first one.
Oh yeah. People are saying Lance and Laser is what it says. Nice. That looks fun. I think there's a close up of the blue one in the next picture.
Our Dread Skull. I must have done something right. She kept you. Yeah, it's probably my accounting jokes.
Yeah, there's a close up of the
yeah.
gargoyle with the queen. Was that 1512? 1612?
15 or 1612. Yeah,
1512.
that was part of the original heritage line, late heritage line, that Al brought with him to the company, and that's some of our very first fantasy figures. Because before this, we were doing actual airplane
stuff.
recognition. Yeah. And then, of course, the fantasy just blew away in sales and was like, well, we're not doing planes anymore. We're going to do this.
Yeah. And look at the price. $1.25.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that.
Good times.
That thing's $20 right now.
But that artwork, I mean, I remember that artwork was expensive. And it was like, holy shit. But I think back in the day, it might have been $100.
Oh, really?
$125 or something like that, but that was a lot of money to pay for art.
Was it an oil painting or
No, it was
digitally?
It was a digital picture, yeah.
Oh, okay. Kind of looks like an oil painting to me, or like that old style of painting like that. That's nice. As a matter of fact, I've never seen that card before, so I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
Also, the old Reaper logo is kind of different. It's way different.
And I don't know, I think Izzy was doing that one, I'm not sure. But yeah, the skull, and then it was like, well, what else do you have with the skull? And so they just kind of put the spikes coming out the side to give it a edgy look.
And then it transformed into the vertebrae.
Yeah, and if you have now you actually have the spikes, but they're surrounded by horns.
Mm-hmm. It's nice. I like it. This kind of reminds me of like a vertebrae. It looks like a skeleton of a vertebrae.
Yeah.
Right there. There's a tailbone maybe.
Yeah, and then when Izzy did that, and that was 1999, and from then on, it's always been our logo.
It's always been this?
Yeah.
Nice. I do like the horns. The horns up here are my favorite feature. I think Kevin told me that they're kind of like ram or elk horns. Judging from the ridges on how they go, because I've had to sculpt this before, and it took me forever to try to figure out how to do that. So, pretty cool.
On this day, Ozzy Osbourne was arrested in Memphis for public drunkenness.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he also got arrested in San Antonio for trying to urinate on the Alamo.
Oh, never forget. All right. There's that Ed?
No,
Oh,
no.
dang it. This will be the last one, this next picture.
Yeah,
So,
but trash. There's only so much history we have.
yeah, Reaper history. Yeah, I'm excited. I am for serious. Want to do that video about when we move over and move that, get the new factory and all that
Yeah.
stuff. I do want to do that video. I think it'll be a good YouTube video.
Mm.
So next one is from Melissa Hurt. Did this Kobzar. This will be the last one for today before marble time. But also, nice dressing, nice decorations on the base here. But just love that all the birds are different. That's just the cool part about it. They did the orange sunflower on the loot, and just cool shading between. Kind of has this kind of gray blue undertone with the brown on the bird itself. It's just very fun. This model's so cool. I have one at on my desk at home. So I think it's just a cool model. Jason did a really good job sculpting this. So yeah, and the mold has been holding up. The mold I made for it, so I'm very proud of it.
Yeah.
It's lasted this whole time. We only made one mold of it.
Oh.
Which I'm shocked that I only had to make one.
It's lasted this long. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lasted for quite a bit. But yeah, there you go. Marble time, baby. The real reason everybody's here.
Yeah.
Marble time. We'll let Justin pull that up, but there it is. I think we're in the middle. We're in the middle of the month. Is that right?
Yes.
May 20th. Let's do it.
All you professional marble players out there.
Marbles. It's marble time. We can't hear you.
No play yet. We're not actually in a map.
Okay. Yes. Oh, you're talking to chat. Marbles.
Yeah, 'cause there's always a non-zero number of people that spam it.
Yeah.
Like me.
Latest. What is that? Another one from Fatty McFatass.
Brenda's demonic basement. You know I love these. Fatty McFatass is MVP.
Yeah, he's becoming one of our favorite map makers. Are those sprinkle clouds?
Yeah, they look like
sprinkle
it.
Clouds. Like top of ice cream. There you go. Welcome everybody. Let's see how this one looks.
Ooh.
Lasers. We
Got some laser beams.
laser beams. We got the
It
little
looks like
paddle
it's
boards.
Primary lasers. Yeah.
Now, do lasers, are they just for looks, or do they actually destroy your marble?
I haven't.
They
I've seen
do.
it both ways. It feels like
They zap your
it
marble.
does feel like they zap them. Lieutenant Floby with the pirate marble. Oh, freestyle with the
20-sider.
that one looks cool. Oh, it is a 20-sider. You're right.
Oh, such a dramatic entrance.
Oh, who is that? Oni Toby.
Yes.
Nice entrance. No Time for a Bullet. Also a 20-sided with eyes, and it kind of looks like it's
Going through
underwater.
doing its own phasing effect.
Yeah. Coffee with the demonic marble, and then Valandar the classic vampire ham. This looks like a portal eye.
Looks like an aperture on a lens.
Yeah.
And since their name is MG Photo, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice. Are you a photographer, MG Photo? You have to be. All right, we'll get this race started. So if you're new here, ! play, it'll create a marble for you, and then you race to the death. And if you're last, you get banned. In chat, you never come back.
This is sirs.
MG Photo did say they were a photographer.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. I should become a detective. Just played Portal 2 this week. Yeah, the Portal games are very fun.
Just remember, the cake is a lie.
Yeah. Very true. It's the best part of that game. I'm just kidding. The game's very fun. I like Portal. You can't get rid of me by banning. Yeah, well, you just have to make a bunch of bot accounts. 10 seconds if you haven't gotten in yet. Way to spoil the ending of Portal.
What? There's portals?
Yeah. That's the whole game, pretty much. All right. Here we go. It looks like...
Then you got, that's laser beam emitters. Okay, I'm like, what are the floaty things? But
which one was this one called? This was called Brenda's Basement or something?
Demonic basement.
Demonic Basement. 2000 Caesar and Trash.
Going through the toilet bowl.
They're at the bottom of the bowl. They're just ramping up speed right now.
Uh-oh. And Caesar, 2000 Caesar makes a move.
Oh, he missed all the speed boosts.
Doesn't
Went around
matter.
him.
He's got quite a lead.
Trasharama got bounced.
And he's out of there.
He's out of there. Everybody's getting bounced up really high. Bye-bye. They might have a chance of coming back down and landing in somewhere. It looks like
Samurai Jack and Mini Mummy, I think.
Isha and Loki hit the top of the hamster wheel. Everybody's bouncing off the top of it. Somebody might bounce into the ending.
There's Mini Mummy bought it. Okay.
Oh. Agu Saku. And
if he paints?
If he got hit, can they land back in? Nope.
No. Is anybody alive? We only got 2.
Agu and Dogfather.
Doesn't look good.
Does not look the greatest.
And he bounced, and he goes.
Oh.
And
Dogfather bounced out.
And he's gone.
Can they get past? Oh, it's all up to Agu. You're the chosen one. Neo. I don't know. Oh.
Right there at the last. Like a hidden spring.
Who knows? They might fall right in.
Oh man. We're thinking
Okay.
Agu was gonna fall in.
Yeah.
Okay. No, we got to do another one. When no one wins, we got to do another one.
Someone said flight simulator.
That's great.
Well, it was a good one. Maybe a little too deadly there, Fatty McFatass.
Yeah, if nobody wins, we're all winners here. It's the marbles you made along the way. Let's see.
Ramos is 0%.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Any decent ones? These all don't look good.
This one's got a decent rating and a decent, funky, famous faction.
75%?
Yeah.
So only 75% of you are going to like this one.
Did you just yawn, Dave?
Yes, I did.
Uh-oh.
See, John is catching.
That's right. Exclamation point play. This water's
water.
nauseous.
Well, I see water. And I see everybody joining, but I don't see anything. Oh, there you
weird. The Funk Factory.
go. The Funk Factory. Does this come with a
Funk Factor.
Does this come with a music soundtrack?
Boom, boom, boom. It's a funky bass line.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a hammer at the end down there. I like it when you see people just fly.
Nice entrance. Who was that?
Valendar, I think. Yeah, it's like a castle being built.
Oh.
Good marbles, everybody. Exclamation point play. You got a little bit. In trouble, you made it in time. You did.
Snowflake F. Francis.
Yep. Francis is our special snowflake. MG Photos is it's on fire.
When Quindy's feeling a little blue today.
A little blue. She's in the
I want
shade.
everyone to admire that Quindy has put no effort into her marble.
Shame.
Shame.
Yeah. Really? Have you seen all these marbles? We don't marble shame around here, Justin.
Quindy said,
definitely
"Show
don't.
your marble." Justin.
Oh man, the race is gonna start. Let's go ahead and figure out where this is going down here. Let's see. Get careful at the big boot at the end. That's probably gonna be what gets people.
Yeah.
This crazy crap right here.
I like the spinning. It might knock people off as they come off of those 2 ramps right there. The 2 horizontally spinning things. They might push them off maybe. And those hammers are spinning kind of slow, so I don't know if that's gonna knock anybody out, but it should slow people down. Cotton.
And they're off.
I like these little.
Oh, different. Right off the bat.
Oh, Big Apple.
Big
That
Apple.
sucks, buddy.
Unfortunate.
Man, right through the weird
Little funnel thing.
funnel of hammers, yeah. And then this is probably going to be the big thing right here.
Yeah.
Let's
Taterness
see.
taking an early lead. There's sometimes you have to take 2 paths in life, and sometimes you got to make a choice. Looks like people are making their choices, but which one is the road not traveled? Oh, these aren't horizontally spinning; they're vertical. Let's see what happens. Whoop!
Okay.
Just straight through, Taterness.
Just straight through. Hasn't got anybody yet.
We'll see somebody get hit by it. Another path in life that you have to take. Dragon Durham and Taterness coming up. Oh, the hammer's like right in line with the. Oh.
No.
Taterness for the first place casual finish.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Millie's gone. Millie bought it.
Emily, yeah.
Emily.
Oh. I think somebody got knocked super high. Yeah, Sagebrush.
Sagebrush, C.
Oh, they get knocked back, and then somebody got, I think it was Valandar that got knocked out. Oh, it was Reaper Miniatures.
Well, you know.
Oh, and Bob and Julie followed close behind. They're getting knocked back into the funnel.
Mm.
Oh. Tony Moreno. And Anki. See, you're getting back so hard that they're coming out the top and falling.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Jim the fourth. Pendrake. Let's see if Reaper Dave can make it.
Bringing up the rear here.
Oh, great mistake. Oh, MG Photo. Photo finish. Oh, nope.
Meanie Mommy.
Oh, Reaper Dave.
No, I'm just kind of like hanging out there in the toilet bowl.
Let's see what happens, you know? Uh-oh, here
Oh,
we go.
there we go. There we go. Finally, and
Bonk.
bam. No.
There goes Dave.
Bitch slapped me into eternity.
You got bonked.
Perfect.
All right, so we got to do one more since everybody
Yeah.
died in the first one.
Yeah.
Let's do one more.
We'll do one more. We got time.
All right, let's see here.
And these are being saved, right? Recorded?
Yes, these are being
Okay.
recorded, yes.
All 0%.
We could do a really low percentage.
Yeah.
So like
No, these are all 0% rating, though.
yeah, we could go with this one. This one there's no one can die on.
Silly Unusual Mistake by Rainbow Lucy.
Okay. Ooh, I like
I know
that.
everyone's making it on this one. We hope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, remember if you die. This is 0%. So. They ran the numbers statistically. No one should pass away or perish. You won't get in-gamed here. Exclamation point play. Nice space map, very colorful, very straightforward map.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I like to see the track. It's hard to see the track.
Yeah.
If you manage to get on this thing, it sends you on like a special
Shortcut.
shortcut and it drops you
straight to
right
the
in.
ending.
Yeah.
We'll see if anybody can take that shortcut.
Let's see. Let's watch from over here. Let's watch people come in.
Yeah. That'll be fun to look at. I like that little spirally purple thing right there that's spinning. Whatever. Oh, it's one of the. It looks like the things that the karate people use.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
what
I don't- does that thing
that's
have a
what
name?
first killed some of the other people in the last game.
Yeah.
All right, here they
Yeah,
come.
here we go.
So we're gonna
And
get the
they're down
special-
there.
The special.
See if anybody can get on this special track.
Oh,
Oh, one
we
person.
got-
I see it.
We got a couple of people actually here.
It's Dragon Day.
Dragon Day. Let's see if you can race them, Dragon Day.
Let's see.
Wow.
Dogfather's in there too. You know where they're gonna get caught up is right here. This the stepping staircase right here.
And they won't have to do that.
In trouble. I think I saw Francis in there.
Dragon Day
Yep,
taking
Dragon
the
Day.
lead, catching up.
Dragon Day is gonna be maybe the first one.
Man.
Bam,
There you
Dragon
go.
Day.
And the Dogfather. The first 7 finishers right
We've-
there.
We've got a pile
traffic
up here.
jam. This is what I'm gonna be. This is what I'm gonna look like on my way home in about a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Great mistake of Quindy. Top 10.
Damn, look at that.
And everybody, like a bag of marbles, just gets dropped all in there all at once.
Congratulations.
Nice. Top 7
Yeah,
finishers.
Dragon Day with the top. Let's see here. Now let's see who's winning.
Let's look at some standings. And keep in mind that there's a few points. I think 5 or 6 people that got some points last week that are missing, but we'll get those tabulated.
Yeah, I'll tabulate them after next week's races.
Yeah. We'll
Al
get
Beaver's
them.
in with the top.
Al Beaverson. What is that? Taterness,
Yeah.
Dragon Day,
Freestyle.
and Kaz. Top 5 right now. Oh, no. 5th place is tied
Mm.
with Dragon Durham.
Yes. Followed by Iffy Paints.
Mhm.
Very close.
Olfin Death Squad is tied with T. Tuckerman.
Mm-hmm.
To Tuckerman.
In Trouble at number 10 and Quindy LaRue at 11.
11 with 12 points. You see, we got that 13, 12, 11, 10, 7.
Still anybody's game.
Right. any of these 4-pointers down here, Pendrake, X-Grave, Lazoral.
Quentin LaRue, my marble was clearly very offended by Justin trying to shame it.
So you jumped all the way to the front at the beginning of that. Who's that in the very first place there? Was that Grey Wolf? Grey Wolf XR. That's a new name. Never seen that one. But congratulations to the top 5 right now. Join us next week to continue your marble race for May. It's okay, Lonely Yeti. It's okay you missed the show. You don't have to be here all the time.
Yes, you do. That's
You're banned.
Yeah, now we're publicly shaming Lonely Yeti.
Thanks Acid Burn for the raid.
We're just about to leave.
Yeah, we're getting our raid ready. Chat, you got anybody that's on today? Or Justin's looking. He might find somebody.
Let's ask chat real quick while I look. But let's see.
Yeah.
First one to come up here.
We'll see. Shout out Acid Burn Punk. They were doing art, so either sculpting, painting, all the other artsy stuff. Somebody said low poly misfit. Thanks for the show, guys. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Madman. I plan to have a good one. I have a Summit Forgery. Grey Wolf watches and show a lot. Oh, nice. He was sculpting. Nice. Sculpting today. Somebody said new streamer. In Trouble said, Summit Forgery.
Oh, that's who Summit Forgery? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's one word or two, or if there's an underscore. If you guys say names, make sure you say them exactly. Have a good weekend, Coffee.
Dragon Day wants to make sure you have fun gardening, John.
I'll try. Hopefully it's not as hot this weekend. Hopefully there's some
Obviously,
some
he couldn't be talking to me.
Chris P. Minis. Thanks, Otis.
Okay. Summit Forgery.
All in one word.
Painting Warhammer, it looks like.
Warhammer. I see.
Warhammer.
Those guys across the pond. So go say hi to Summit Forgery.
And tell them to paint Reaper.
Are they a new streamer? Somebody said that they might be a new streamer. So if they're new, go say hi. We always like having new streamers.
Tell them welcome to the community.
Also, don't forget Monday is Anne's 500th episode. So
yes.
I plan on posting about it this weekend on our socials. So make it a good episode. 500 is a big achievement. I don't think we didn't celebrate any of the 300s, 400s, 200s. But
no, we didn't. But we are gonna have giveaways, so don't forget.
Yeah. So come say hi to Anne on Monday or every day of the week for that matter.
11:30 Central.
A.M. Yep. Right. We'll be there.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you. Stay safe. And we'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
This is a city. Some call it Denton, Texas.
We call it ReaperLand.